All kids. I want you all to stand up. All kids. All of them. Look at the big kid. Get up too. Come on, now, let's get them up. Start out. All kids. Ranging from 3 to 2 years old, 2 to 20. Get on up.
Excuse me, Mr. Hunter. I know I have 3 children in the house. I need you to stand up, please. Listen to the speaker. Thank you.
I want everybody to give these kids, first of all, a round of applause, first of all, because when I was that age, there were different places that could be on the Saturday. It would have been hard to drag me in. So, we're here for you guys. I want to give you a round of applause. But just to let you know, everybody that's here, we care, we love. This is for you guys. We're going to have 10 minutes. I think everybody here pretty much knows me. I'm Bishop Hunter and co-pastor Alex's son, Charles Hunter Jr. I grew up right out in Summer Spring, West Virginia, born and raised, graduated Jefferson High School, graduated WVU. Now I'm in Arlington, Virginia living. I'm a DOD recruiter. I build IT projects. That's what I do. That's struggle. There was a long journey. A very long journey. Can you guys hear me? Just a little bit more. That's perfect. That's perfect. This is my first time speaking, so pray for me. But as I said, it's been a journey. My life has been a journey. And my goal and my expectations, first of all, is to share with you some of my experiences and the things that I went through. And I think it's more so to help them deter them from some of the mistakes that I've made. In life, you can make mistakes, but it's what you do after you make those mistakes. Sean, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity and this platform to speak to the youth. You know that's something that's very important to me. But lastly, but not least, I want to give thanks to God. Because without Him, I would not be here anymore. I would not be here. And the 2 most important things in my life is family, but God is first. And without Him, I wouldn't be here. Definitely not, because I was wild. That's this morning when I was coming up here, I was thinking about it, I'm like, where are we going to start? And I'm like, how did I get right here? How did I get here today to this point? And the one thing that's been constant throughout my life, and all of you guys will realize this, throughout life, there's one thing that's going to be there. You're going to lose people, friends, they're going to fall. But God will always be there. He will never forsake you. He will never leave back. I'm pointing back there at my pops because just seeing you here right now, I mean, not supposed to be here, you can say so. You're hard headed, but that's what But thank you. Thank you. So, I only have a few moments. I have a lot more I wanted to say to you too. But when I look out at you youth, this is what I can say. I grew up here. Growing up here in Charlestown, I grew up in some point. I'm country first. Yes, you know. But growing up here throughout this area prepared me for what I was going into once I went off to school. When I went to college, it was on my own. It's a different world, different life, and I learned so much. I had a good foundation, and there's so many people in here that corrected me, put me on this strong put me back on the path when I was acting up, doing things I shouldn't be doing. But the main thing for the youth is that I want to get across to you guys is that we're here, we love you. You are our future. So what we're trying to instill in you is things to make you pick up the torch and keep it going. And do better than what we do. Because we made a lot of mistakes, you guys don't have to make those mistakes. And you gotta learn in life, but I'll start, I had 4 points that I wanted to go through in my life, but I'm gonna try to wrap it up because that could be we can have a revival for it. So I'm gonna start from my time in college, what I experienced there, after college, and where I'm at now. And as I mentioned, I mean, how many out of you youth are thinking about going to college or going to vocational school or military after high school? Oh, come on, we got some more hands in that. Come on. I like to see, well, next time I come back and speak, I want to see all those hands up. Because one of the things you want to definitely focus on, you got to focus on education. Because what I always try to get across to my niece and nephew, those grades mean dollars. That's how you're going to, you're going to have to take care of yourself one day. So focus on your education. You got one shot, Focus on your education because that's what's going to take care of you. Because mommy and daddy are not going to take care of you forever. You got to get out and be a man and a woman, take care of yourself. So for me, this is really a testimony. Never talk about these things openly, unless you really know me. So, but went to college. First year was great. Enjoyed everything. Never had a great time. You know all the things that happen when you get to college. It's called freedom. But free. This is the last part of it, dumb, because you do a lot of dumb things while you're in college. So, me, I experimented, I had fun. Everything I'd already done pretty much here, so I was like, okay, it's okay, I'll be all right. My second year is when I really hit, first time that I really dealt with a real tough life situation. And what happened is, I was always searching for more, to be a part of something, and I just wanted to be a part of something. As I mentioned to you guys earlier, being in a family, and growing up, I'm a PK. I don't know if you guys know what PKs go through, but as a PK, you're kind of third, fourth on the parents' list. But you understand once you get older that they have so many responsibilities. But I was yearning for something more. All along it was God. Come on. It was one of the times he was like, come on. My thing, I was like, all right, I'll join the fraternity. So I went out and joined the fraternity, started pledging for a fraternity. It could be a long story, but I'll give it to you like this. What ended up happening is I ended up getting behaviorally bad, physically, mentally, and it was a long process. And I got a lot of scars from me now, but I went through so much, and I didn't trust people afterwards. I didn't trust people, kind of hated everybody, mentally and physically healed up. It was mentally, that's what it took away from me. It took away that nice guy, I didn't trust people, and I really was against a lot of things. I prayed a few times, but I was kind of mad at God too at that time. So during this period, one of the people that really helped build me back up as a person was my best friend. And he was there, and he lived a different lifestyle. I love him to death, he lived a different lifestyle. And let's be real, I can't fake it, you guys. He was in the game. That's what he did. He made moves. He made a lot of moves, and he was very good at what he did. And he's like, Doug, that's my nickname. He said, you go to school, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of you, don't worry about your bills, this, that, and the other. I'll help you out. And as a man, I was like, I cannot. He was just helping me out doing things for me. I was just like, man, I'm stressing about this, bills, I'm like, no, I'm gonna do some things myself. And that was a point in my life where I took the next step. And it was the worst decision I ever made, but I learned a lot. But I got into the game. I took my step and I got involved in it. And it was just, my mind was already against people. Very much, I didn't trust people, so it was easy. You know, let's be honest. I believe everybody here likes money. You make a lot of money. And you made a lot of money. Lived very well, traveled, had fun, women, cars. It was all there. But it kept taking away from me, and I kept feeling this pull. And I knew I wasn't raised that way. I knew that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, in this time, while we're doing this, I'm out here, you know, thinking my stuff don't stink, getting money, chasing women, partying, smoking, you know, I did it all. I love it. I went hard at it. My best friend got killed. So I was 21 at that time. Losing him, you would think at that time, it would have clicked in my head like, oh, you need to get out of this. You need to leave this life and turn your life over fully to God and just give it up. I was such in a dark place. I hadn't done any leadership at that time in my life. And one thing I always try to do is keep what I was doing away from here, my home, and away from my family, because I didn't want anything to affect them. It pushed me further into that life. I went further into it. I got worse. I was treacherous. I did whatever to make money. Robbing. I didn't kill anybody, thank God. Thank God. But I thought about it. You know, I was pushed to, you had to protect yourself out there. And I was in the light, and a lot of people like wonder why they didn't see me for a long time. And I tell my niece and nephew, especially my oldest nephew, as I wasn't around my family. I wasn't around, I wasn't there to see them grow up as much because I didn't want to bring that around them. But I apologize to you guys, and I apologize to my family. And I let you guys all know that I just didn't want anything to happen to y'all. So I went back further in it, and there's a many nights, you know, I don't tell people this, but many nights I was set up in my house, had a beautiful house, had a lot of things, had my gun sitting right there. I was like, what else I got to live for? You know, I couldn't trust anybody. I had all these different girlfriends all over the place, couldn't trust them. It just, I was like, what is this? I had anything I wanted, but I was so empty inside. I had another wake-up call that came, because I would have kept living that life, just kept living. Never got in any trouble. You know, that was right to protect me. That was God. That was God. Because I lost my best friend. I lost one of the guys who worked with me. I lost numerous people. I got a lot of friends that have been doing 25, 30 years. I don't see them. God bless you if I can live to be 55, 60. I'll get to see them again one day. But it was so much that I lost, and then I had a wake-up call. I got in trouble, not for being involved with their life, but having that involved mentality. I'm not a person that can walk away from things. And God spit on me. My father knows the story very well, so I'll be honest with you. I hit him upside the head with a bottle to try to basically take him out. And it was real bad. But that was the best thing that happened. Because they tried to lock my butt up for a few years. You know, I did not spend one day in jail. Oh, they picked me up. They took me in there. But I learned from that situation. I said, man, I gotta get out of Morgantown. I got to get out of this life. You can run. So I left. I got to deal with all that. Got over it. thought it was gonna be, I'm good, got some money stashed, I'm good, I can walk away from this. You run from something, it will follow you. People will never let you live down who you are. Oh, you still doing something, you know? So I was running, ran to DC, came back home, I was like, man. What am I supposed to do? What? Still running, and God is still calling me the whole time. He's still there, hands open. I'm like, still running. Still running. And I was good at running. You know, because you out there, you living hard. We live hard when we out there. Only we can do that on the inside. Joe, you gotta keep it on time. You got him right. I used to tell me years ago, set him down. So I'm gonna get through this real quick. So figured out, ended up meeting a young lady. She kind of got me like focused on, you know, getting myself better. So went back to school. Finally finished. Had the best year that I've ever had. Knocked out 27, 25, 16, graduated 1 year. Just killed it. So what's next? Go through all that. We moved to DC. And she's they got me, you know, we're together 7 years. Moved to DC, started one job, and another opportunity opens up. I ended up getting recruiting. It's just going. You know, just going. We have a house. Living good. Without God. Living good. Had money in the pocket, roof over my head. Did whatever I wanted. Travel wherever I wanted. Did all these things without God. That's a terrible, terrible life. I was so empty. Walking around smiling, you know, it's just like when I was hustling. I walked around looking brand new to everybody. Looking good. But I was really hurting inside. 6 months ago, you know, I got engaged last year. 6 months ago, one of the things I couldn't deal with, I wanted to have God in our household. I needed that in my household. I knew I could not stand up in front of God. My dad, he was going to marry me. All my friends would be fake. And it's me pulling. He got me. He woke me up. Called off the wedding. It was time for Charles to get his act together. It was time. And from there, it's how I got here now. So I recommitted my life. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm tell you something, being a Christian and putting God first, don't let anybody tell you it's easy. It's the toughest thing you're ever gonna do in life. By far the toughest thing. And one thing I just keep in my head is just commit everything I do to God, do it in love, and it's gonna go. You gotta work. It's work. You gotta read your scripture, people messing with you, your job, but my main thing to get across to the youth is you got to have a relationship with God. I'm not gonna take a Bible and bust you over the head. He'll come get you. Trust me. I ran through all my life, and I still do. God, all those things I did, I know for you youth, you guys sit up and go watch these videos, this media. I'm trying not to cuss, but I'm gonna tell y'all like this, it's BS. Y'all believe that life out there? Come talk to me. If you're involved in certain things, nothing good's gonna happen. Take it from somebody I lost a lot of time, and I tell you what, I know this. I went through the things I went through so I can help. And that's the main thing, is to give back to you guys, because I want y'all to be better. I know I'm up with my time and everything, but I love y'all. I love everybody in here. I love everybody in here. I have no hate in my heart, and I'm so happy to be here and be able to share a little bit of my story with you guys. I can talk to you guys offline. get in my car. Anytime they want to call, talk to me, pray for me, because I'm new to this thing. I'm new. And I need help. Because some days I'm Charles, but my nickname is Doug. And Doug, the balance in life. But I just say, Lord, put your arms of protection around me. Everybody that's in here. And it's all right there for us. Support your youth. I know a lot of the parents, kids, I know y'all probably say your parents don't understand what you're going through. Well, you're kind of, I'll be honest, you're kind of right, because it's different now. The stuff you guys are going through now is different than even for me. I was a teenager, 15 years ago, I guess, something like that. The things you guys are exposed to, it's different. It's different now. But at the end of the day, they love you, your parents love you, they care about you, they want the best for you. And we're here to support you. And as you would say, Pops, hold on to God's unchanging hand, and He's always here for you. I love all you guys. Sorry for going over on time, but God bless you. Right?